Good evening.
Howdy.
Hello there.
Hello. We're back after a break. We're back after a break. A little break. I wasn't too well last week, so we decided to put
Probably
it off to
best to just do it going into the break either way.
Exactly. So we're on a break. We were on a break. So
we know exactly where every team sits going into the Olympics.
We do, and we're going to take a look at that, and we'll take a look at our fantasy league, and then we'll take a look at we'll look at the Olympic odds for the men. Somebody told me the women have a team too. Is that true?
Supposedly.
I
think J.D. Vance was at their first game.
Oh, right. Okay.
I know the tournaments are incomplete without a Russian team. I stand by that.
I agree with you. I agree. It's
bullshit.
And their lineup would have been gold medal contender lineup.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, good evening, everybody out there watching us. Thank you for coming tonight. After we're bewildering you with date changes and so on, but you know, we're back on track. Yeah, I mean, it would be. Let's kick off by looking, as they say in Scotland, looking at where we left off, because it's nice. It's given us a point to sum up the season so far, and we're what? Well, some teams are 58 games in,
and somehow the Tampa Bay Lightning are at 55.
55, which is weird, and not as weird as
there's teams into their 60s are already in there.
I'm looking down.
You see Rangers traded Panarin today?
Well, it wasn't today. It was a couple of days ago. The bread man.
Yeah, it was a few days ago. I think it's 59 or
59. The Caps have got 59. So there are a couple of teams hovering around the 59 mark.
Yeah,
so
Red Wings are at the 58.
Yeah. So 2/3 of the way through at least. But the bread man in the start of the New York Rangers clear out went to the Kings, which, I mean, people were saying, well, it makes perfect sense. I don't know if it does. I mean, if he wants to win a cup, I don't think it makes any sense. But I could be wrong.
I thought it was kind of funny that earlier in the day there had been reports that he wanted to go to one of the Florida teams or Texas teams because of the tax situation, the state income tax.
Yeah.
And then, like 45 minutes later, yeah, he's going to L.A.
That's right, the highest tax
obviously,
in the world.
the taxes were not a factor in what he was thinking, even though that's what they kept speculating.
So Nevada, Texas, Florida. Is there another?
Yeah, he didn't want to. He ended up going
I'm thinking of states without NHL.
States without
Texas, Florida, Nevada. Is that
without
Arizona?
income tax. Arizona has income tax.
But ends up going to California. He must like the Californian climate or something. Yeah. I don't know.
All the porno stars.
Could be. Maybe he figures he's got a Hollywood career at the end of his hockey career, but then there will be no Hollywood by then. So
yeah, Yakov Smirnoff 2.0.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was weird, and so he's $11 million a year. Will get him $500 after taxes.
Right.
However,
reparations payments.
Maybe he figured it was easier to escape to Russia from across the Pacific from there.
Could be. So have the Rangers got anybody left worth trading?
They have Adam Fox, but he's injured.
Fox have got Rempe.
Rempe's not worth anything.
Well, if you want to get your penalty minutes up in a year, yes, he is worth something. That's a stat that
you let him onto the ice. That's still taking up a roster spot, not just.
I've got a feeling he's going to
penalty box.
It's true. I've got a feeling he's going to feature in at least one video we're going to show tonight.
Well, according to the papers, Vincent Trocheck is on the deck.
Vinny Trocheck, Vinny Hipcheck. But yeah, looking at
this is 3 years removed from them, or 2 years removed from them being President's Trophy winners.
Yep, 2.
I think 2. Yeah,
2
years ago it was Boston, right?
Yeah, they were perennial. Being touted as on the rise, rebuild happened on the rise. They're going to be winning, and they're blowing it up again.
Yep.
They didn't even get a great return for him. I guess they had no choice.
I think that
they're
was
not gonna
just
get
clearing
anything.
cap space and
It's
stuff.
clearing cap space. But anyway, reaction of Preds versus Blues comeback. Well, there was a comeback. Sorry, I must have. What happened in that Preds Blues game? Was that the last game before the break?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to look at some scores.
What's this? Steve's Stamkos
You know,
scored twice in the third period, and the Nashville Predators came back from a 4-goal deficit.
Oh, right. Okay, I was going to say
5 unanswered goals to win 6-5 against the St. Louis.
Because I don't watch loser teams, you know. I do have the Blues. I'm going to talk about the Blues in a few minutes because I got something very funny about the Blues. It warms the heart of my cockles, or the cockles of my heart.
You picked up one of their goalies.
We're going to talk about the fantasy because I had 4 injured reserve, 4 players. And you only have 2 injured reserve. I had 4 IR players in my squad. Some of it I think was pre-Olympic bullshit, but so I did rather badly in the last week, last 2 weeks. So just running down this, though, we can see some delineation starting to appear with Tampa and the Canes kind of pulling ahead of their leagues a little bit.
Yep.
Their divisions. And
finally getting a little separation at the top.
Yeah, looking at the bottom, well, obviously the Rangers already have given up. Devils are starting to drift. The Panthers. Now, it's not impossible for them to make it. There's still plenty of games left, but they're going to have to go on a bit of a streak, and that hasn't happened yet. So,
are the Islanders the last team to three-peat? When they won 4?
What, in the 80s?
Could be.
Was it the 80s?
I think it was like they won 80 to 83 or something.
That might be. I thought the Montreal one in... Oh, no, it was 92.
I know Pittsburgh won 2 in a row.
Did Montreal go back to back to back? I know. I think Wall only got two rings from Montreal. So I think they were just back to back.
It's a good question for the chat to answer. Who were the last 3 Peters? But what's interesting about this list here in the East is that the Leafs are languishing on 63 points. Not out of it. And they have won 3. They did win the last 3. But not exactly setting the heather alight, as it were.
But they're going to be buyers either way.
Well, they are. But there is I do have a representation of the Leafs, last Leafs versus Canucks game. This is what that looked like. And I think, it is interesting because they do both play in blue. So
this pretty much sums up Canada right now.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But yeah, this is the Leafs versus the Canucks. I think the Canucks won that one. Or did they? It's hard to say. That's hilarious.
They're still in Canada, so did anybody win?
Did anybody really win? Yeah. Well, Albertan independence is coming, so we'll see. But look at this. The Sabres are still firmly in a good wildcard spot. Maybe they're going to break their, 15-year run? Go Sabres.
Longest run for any of the teams.
That's right. Do it. But yeah, a little bit of separation. A few teams starting to drop off the bottom. In the West, of course, the unstoppable might of the Avalanche, despite a rocky few games, still miles ahead.
Yeah,
it's been a bad month. January did not go great.
Yeah.
Ever since Landeskog went down, we've had some issues. I think we took 5 losses in that stretch where we had only taken 4 for the whole season.
Last 10, 4-5-1, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you got to win. you got against the Sharks there. And your Muslim uncle is in the chat, so I'm sure he's happy about that. Not. The Stars did have their bad run. They had a terrible run, but they've managed to pick up 6 in a row again, so they're kind of back. At least 5 of those were last minute winners.
They were in Vegas.
In regulation. I think that one might have been the exception, because didn't that one go to overtime or a shootout? But yeah, we've made a habit of leaving it to the last minute, which is why my Blues reference earlier. So we played the Blues 3 times in those 6 games. And we had a lead in each game, allowed them to come back, and then scored the regulation winner within the last 90 seconds of each of the 3 games. And I have to say, it was kind of sweet. Because it was the Blues. And this was in the third and last of those 3 games. There was 23 seconds left. They'd come back from 4. We were 4-2 up. They came back in the third to 4-all. And we'd done this twice to them already. And here comes the dagger again. Poor Jim Montgomery.
To go as he hits the blue line. Heiskanen across, they score! Jamie Benn.
So
22 seconds to go.
they didn't show the Blues bench in this one. That's 3 in a row. What the hell? That's funny. Could only happen to the Blues.
Sorry, I'm only somewhat paying attention. It's not acting like it went live on my channel, but
Oh, right. Okay.
it seems like it's live on my channel, so I don't know what's going on in the YouTube studio.
YouTube's been really weird recently with some of this stuff. I should probably check it's live on mine. It is.
Well, looks
people
like-
are chatting.
Yeah, there's chat in mine now, so
Rumble's
I don't know what
working.
was going on there.
Weird. But anyway, yes, it was fun to see us beat the Blues 3 times with a late winner in each of those games. It filled my little mean heart with joy.
Nice.
So the Wild have caught up to us and overtaken us, so we're in a bit of a battle with them, but I don't, yeah, it's going to be what it's going to be. The Pacific still relatively weak, though.
Yeah.
If you look at the point totals, so
Yeah.
pretty damn weak. So, I mean, the Kings, there's the Kings and the Red Man going, they're on 60 points. They could make the playoffs with the lowest number of points if it keeps going this way. You know, it's likely that they could be, these teams in this,
Such a sad state. You know?
yeah, the Pacific teams are going
And
to be
this
the
is
worst.
why it should be 1 through 8.
Yeah.
It should, yes. Sharks have picked up a little bit, though, so I would like to see the Sharks make it, not the Kings. But yeah, the Pacific's looking pretty poor. So you said, Brahma, that you had the list of what it would look like if it was a 3-2...
Yeah.
3-2-1? Is that
Let me
the...
see if I can grab that real quick.
let's grab
Yes,
that.
if the NHL were to do the 3-2-1 point system instead of what we are currently using with the overtime losses, this is how the standings in the East would look. So you would have Tampa Bay would be up at 70 points rather than the 66. So the chart on the right is no loser point.
Okay.
Sorry, the chart on the left is the current standings.
Left is
So
current.
if you had
yeah,
no loser point, that's what it's showing. And then I think there was another chart. So this is in the East. If we just want to go over it real quick, you'd have anybody who is in the red down here on the right means that they would be moving down a spot at least, or down at least a spot.
Yeah.
And green would be moving upwards. And then we have the same thing for the Western Conference.
There's not
So
much change in
not-
the East then.
Not much change in
No.
there. And then let me look,
okay.
because I thought there was another one that had the 3-2-1 system. And now I'm not seeing it. So let me pull this down.
So this is just no loser point.
This
okay.
is if you had no loser point.
And what's the
So
point of this? Like,
Well,
I'm being very critical. I mean, it seems pretty dumb. I don't see the, you know.
Well, it's been a debate for some time whether there should be a loser point, if
Oh.
at all, or
For going
whether
to overtime.
or whether we should be also rewarding a win in regulation with more points, which would be the other view.
Well, okay.
I think that would make a difference. There's a number of teams. I'm trying to think, struggling to think of who it is. There's one team in particular has won a lot of games in overtime this year, beyond regulation. I can't think who it is.
Okay.
One
I
team in
found the
particular. Yeah.
I found the 3-2-1 now as well. So let's throw that up there. So this is what the changes would look like with the 3-2-1 point system. See if we can blow it up a little bit without. Nope, it's not going to let us on Twitter.
No.
So the Avs would be at 114 points instead of the current 81 when this chart was made.
Wow.
You would have Florida would move up a total of 7 spots to 82 points. So you would have other teams like Columbus moving down 4 points, and the Kings would be down 10 points. Or 10 places, I mean.
Wow. That is a big difference.
So the 3-2-1 would make a huge difference. So it would be 3 points for a regulation win, 2 points for an overtime or shootout win, 1 point for the overtime loss or shootout loss, and 0 points for the regulation loss.
Yeah, and I'm all for a change like this, whether it's the 3-2-1 or just get rid of the loser point. Winning in regulation should be rewarded, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams play for the point.
I'm a purist. I don't like it. I think you should just stick to one. You know, a win's a win. But I see your point. I mean, I don't like it. But I see your point.
Well, the purists also allowed ties back in the day.
They did. And we all know where that leads. It leads to negative
boring
play.
games.
Yeah, boring games.
Now, I would like him to get away from the shootouts altogether.
Yeah.
I would like to see it go maybe a full period of 3-on-3 and change the rules up on when you're allowed to bring it back out of your zone. Force the action.
I mean, yeah. I'd be down with this. Like if they did 3 points for a win, 2 points for a shootout win, and then 1 point for a overtime shootout loss.
Keep the loser point.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if you get into overtime and you win without going to a shootout, you know, if they want to do that, 3 points would be fine with that. I just think if a shootout, maybe 2 points. I don't know. I just feel like
I think because it is not playing the same hockey in overtime. You're playing 3-on-3, completely different ways of doing things. I don't think you should get the same points as you would for the regulation win. I think overtime and shootout should be the two.
So why don't
because you're basically playing arcade hockey at that point.
So why don't we do regulation 4, overtime 3, shootout 2?
No, it's too complicated then.
Just like, where do we go?
Too complicated.
I
think
know.
3-2-1 would suit me. I also would like to see if you get a penalty awarded, a power play in overtime, that you should be allowed to play till the end of that power play, even if it's longer than scheduled overtime.
I think the first thing they should do is fix the fucking playoffs 1 through 8. That's step
1 through 8.
Yeah, just fix that first.
The biggest change that needs to be made.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that and figuring out what goaltender interference is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's been a few of those this week. I didn't bother to. In the end, I just, because I had so many clips from 3 weeks, I declined to have them all in there. But there's been the usual range of isn't it, goals awarded, goals disallowed. There's been some crappy ones.
Mm-hmm.
So some crappy stuff. But nobody's ever going to know what goaltender interference is. Yeah. So anyway, somebody
contact Gary Bettman and tell him to fix the fucking playoffs, because it's kind of ridiculous that the top
he's
three.
The only reason it's the way it is.
The top three
refuses
teams,
to do anything about it.
Yeah, he seems to like it for some reason.
Wild and Stars should not be a first round match. That's
No, it should
ridiculous.
not. Well, look
Nor
at last
should the
year.
Avs and Stars last year.
I know,
Yeah.
last year, Lives and Stars, and that was ridiculous. The two best teams going
Or
in that
Edmonton
side.
and the Kings every year for like the last 5 or 6
frickin'
years.
year. Yeah. Might as well just give, because the Kings have blown it every time, just give the Oilers a bye to the
Right.
second round of the playoffs. But,
I mean, that's what the regular season is sorting out all that division mess.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes,
Doesn't-
if you win in the regular season, you should be rewarded for it. If
Yeah,
you were not that great in the regular season, you should be punished for it. It's
I
a stupid
agree.
thing to try to manufacture rivalries.
Maybe they'll find Bettman in Epstein's Island and he'll get fired.
I think he's coming to the end of his contract, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He would be, even the that crew would have said, "Oh, we're not having him here." No way.
He's going to Fire Island, not Epstein Island.
Yeah.
So.
Should be fired. So let's take a quick look. Actually, I forgot what are we drinking. Sorry.
Yeah, I
We
was
forgot
going
the
to
name
say.
of the show. We forgot the name of the show. Bourbon and Boarding.
So I finally got my hands on the new Old Forester 1924
Yeah.
at much less than what they were trying to charge for it over the past
Nice.
year, because this is the first year it's been out.
I think we should see that bigger. Let's embiggen it. Oh, there.
It is a 10-year, and it's only 100 proof. That's really not all that great.
No.
I definitely stick with the 1920 for $65 over this for 120, but they were charging like 180 for it. So 120, it was like, we'll try it.
Yeah,
but
not that impressive.
Nothing that special. I'd say the 1910 and the 1920 are far better.
What is it lacking in flavor, or what's
it's just so the 1920 is 115 proof, so it's automatically a little bit hotter, and I think at the higher proofs you get more of the flavor.
okay?
The 1910, let me see what it is. It's slightly higher proof than or slightly lower proof than normal. It's at 93, and ultimately both of them just have better tasting notes, and they mix together. If you put half and half, you can make what everybody in bourbon just calls the 1915, and that evens out the heat on the 115 in the 1920 and the 93 in the 1910, and adds better flavor. This is just dull.
You truly
and at
are.
a low proof.
Truly are a connoisseur.
Wow.
Makes sense. That makes sense. So we have a joke. Why do Canadians do it doggy style? Answer: so they can both watch hockey. I've got a drum roll somewhere. I just don't know where it is. What have I done with my drum roll? Oh, there it is. Hopefully that came through. I don't know. It's a joke. We have a joke. It's comedy. It's a comedy show. I'm having the Loch Lomond malt tonight.
Loch Lomond.
By the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. You'll take the
Loch
high road
Lomond.
and I'll take the low road. So it's very nice. I'm almost finished that one though, so I'm gonna need to.
There's actually a
Some more.
Loch Lomond in Colorado.
Is there? By God.
Yeah.
You know what I saw today in my small Alberta prairie town? A car, albeit with an Alberta plate, but with a custom Colorado Stanley Cup winning surround for the plate.
Plate border.
Yes. In
Nice.
this town. I
Right.
was almost got my ice whistle out and started blowing it, see what if I could.
See who shows up.
So that was in this town. So Michael, are you drinking anything, or are you?
I am drinking Levels grass-fed whey protein powder, no artificials, chocolate.
Nice. And what proof is that? 100 proof.
Zero
100
proof.
Zero
I do.
proof.
I do have a whiskey question for you, and this
Oh,
may
you
be
do?
ridiculous, but I know nothing about whiskey. If you buy a bottle of whiskey and it's 25 years old, right, and you let it sit for 15 years, does it add, or does it
No.
have to be in a special
The age is
condition or
from
room?
being in the
Yeah.
when
it's
they are
cask
aging
age.
it's aging it in the barrel. So it's
cask age,
taking on the taste of some of the notes from the barrel. They're charred oak barrels for bourbon at least, and it'll start to take on some of that charred oakiness. Once it's out of the barrel, age doesn't mean
Bottled
anything.
age means nothing. There is one.
The only issue is whether the cork will fail
Yeah.
if you keep it too long without wetting the cork every now and then.
Sure,
By
and
just
you-
keeping the bottles on their side.
And you may lose some to evaporation as well, but then that happens in the cask too, of course. So these are not just in
Which
the
is
bottle.
how you get the name of Angel's Envy for
That's right.
Angel's Envy bourbon. Is
It-
there's the devil's portion
Angel
and the
share. Angel share. If you
Yep.
ever visit a bonded warehouse, the smell is overpowering.
Bonded
Yeah.
warehouse.
Yeah, it's where you keep
Oh,
not a
It's where you keep
bondage,
all those-
not a bondage warehouse, a bonded warehouse.
oh, I
It's
see.
where you keep your casks, you see, because they're customs, but there are duties to be paid on them. So they're in a bonded warehouse where the authorities,
Yeah.
know that they're there. It's not illicit, and they keep them there for the number of years, of course, that they are required to be for being aged. And you go into these, and there could be 1 million barrels in a big one, and it's incredible, the smell.
They're just stacked to the ceiling.
Yeah, incredible
In
smell.
fact, there is a title for the bourbons that are done that style, and it is bottled in bond, which is what the 1897
That's the
from
one,
Old
yeah.
Forester is,
Hmm.
which has to be at 100 proof, has to meet all these different rules, and the government actually monitors that these things are going on if you're calling it a bottled in bond bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I just think we should mention the fact that's twice Brahma's had his hands on an Old Forester tonight, and so let's get that rumor started.
Well, thank you for the alcohol lesson. I know nothing. I was
Well,
curious.
I just drink it. I used to work in the business, so I used to visit a lot of distilleries and bonded warehouses and breweries too, actually. Bonded warehouses were always fun just because the sheer overpowering smell as you walk through them. You could get drunk walking through them. It was incredible.
Yeah. And even if you're not a drinker, going and doing like a distillery visit is always very interesting.
Oh, God, yeah, I love that stuff. Love it. So it was,
And I did get something from Sean Estep about that. Let me go grab it real quick.
all right. Oh, that reminds me, I've got something from Sean that I needed to show on screen and I haven't yet. So while well, I'll wait till Brahma's back to do that and then I'll go get mine. But so let's take a quick look at our fantasy, which obviously is paused like the season. I think we're midweek because the week extends.
Yeah,
What is it?
it's like a 9-day week.
Yeah. So looking at the actual positions now, I've lost a couple of weeks. Well, I had 4 players, 4 IR players. And I didn't want to let them go because I wanted to keep them, but so naturally I lost some games, some points that I could have had. Plus, I didn't play one of my bloody goalies when I should have. So I'm clinging on there to top place, but Tay took me down, I think, or is it this week? Last week Tay beat me. So Tay's catching up, 207 points to my 215. And Coach was only in 205. And then Michael, you're on 196. Not too far back. You could make a move.
I'm pretty much screwed.
Yeah, 175 is starting to be. I mean, you're at just over 500, really. So middle of the pack. I forgot, Laura. We actually might be having a playoff format at the end.
Yeah, I'm not
for
sure
the
how we
season
got it
ends.
set up.
Yeah, if it's head to head, it might go into split.
Well, it does say playoffs up there. So
Yeah, so
I
you
would
only
assume it's going to be 1 through 8.
1 through 8.
How
Yeah.
many teams total do we
1
have?
through 7.
14? Maybe 1 through
14.
7 then.
So all you have to do is
Make it a
get
bye.
into that. It's like the real playoffs. You just have to get into it, and you could still win.
Yeah.
Michael has made 105 moves.
I do. I take advantage of my moves,
That's a
man.
lot of moves.
Yeah, I've beat the top 2 teams before. I beat you a couple weeks ago. I beat Tay a couple weeks ago.
You did.
I came back against Jam's favorite hockey team, whoever that is. I beat
That's
them. last
That's
Brahma's
my daughter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a tough matchup, actually.
So you beat up Brahma's daughter, is what you're saying.
Oh, I didn't know.
Everybody has.
Yeah. Bell's climbed up to 7th. I think Bell's in the chat. She's up to 7th. Smokey's down at 11th.
I think what I do is
Darren's
before
at
the
10th.
week, I look
Darren's
at
10th.
yeah,
Yeah, it's hard. I mean,
looking at right.
the main thing is to at least remember to check your team every morning and make sure people play.
Right.
You make sure they play. Active players play. So that's it has looked like there's been a bit of a grouping at the top, or kind of probably going to finish in the top 4 or 5, and then there'll be the middle group, and then Basco is probably not going to recover.
It seems unlikely.
Seems unlikely.
Who is
So-
Basco?
He's
Basco scenario, another
Yeah.
YouTuber.
another YouTuber, yeah.
Oh, I see.
So
I
you're
know
all
none of
doing
these people.
You're all doing very well, though. Thank you for taking part, everybody. Everyone's been very active. Lots of people still trying. That's not nobody's given up. This week I'm just see, maybe your daughter's going to beat me this week.
Well, this week's over. There's no more games.
That was it.
No,
I thought they
it's
continued.
after the. Yeah, it's continued. After
Oh, or
the
are we
Olympics.
continuing after?
It is. It's continuing till.
I think we've talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
goes
like
on a little bit.
9-day week.
Week 18 is going on until the 1st of March or something. Or some ridiculous. Yeah, week 19 is. Yeah, so 1st of March is week. So we've got a long way to go in this week.
Yeah.
I forgot who does your daughter have in goalie?
She has the best looking goalies, probably. Oh, she's
Oh,
good.
she's just Nashville.
Juicy. She's got Juicy.
Sturkin, IR. Yeah. Onanen, Saros. So basically she'll get her 3 games each week from Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find Marchard's picture. Something funny about that picture.
Does she really pick the best looking ones?
She's
is
got
that a
certain
joke?
players that are her favorites, and
I
no
see.
matter how good or bad she will pick them.
See, I had, and he's still, Yuku Pekka-Lukinen's on IR. Logan Thompson was on IR, and they took him off IR same day that he played, so I missed a winning game for him.
Yep,
I was
I've had that happen.
pissed. Yeah, and then I had 2 guys that were Ike Sherwood and what's his name? Can't remember. And another guy that were both on IR for ages, Blake Coleman, and I got sick of it and I dumped them.
Well, you have
So,
one guy on your team that's like a hit machine. I couldn't believe it when I was playing. You.
Oh, I've gone for the hits.
No. The guy Yakov Trenin. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There was one game I was like,
Why do you
15
think I
hits.
drafted him?
Oh, I know why
Yeah.
you did, man. There was one game it was like
You
15 hits, and I'm like, what the hell?
You need a big hitter. It used to be, he plays for Anaheim now.
Yeah, I have him.
Radko Gudas or whatever his name is.
It does
he was-
nothing but hit.
My sweet prince Gudas used to win me entire weeks.
He's not playing as good as Yakov, man.
Well, he's getting old. He's about 37 or something. I don't know.
And
Exactly.
I've got Zadorov, who also plays kind of the same style, but he's slowing down a bit. But so here's what I got from Sean.
Oh, that reminds
The
me.
Curious Bartender's Whiskey Road Trip. So it's a book about all the distilleries in the U.S.
Hmm.
So like Brian drinks Michter's every now and then on the show, and this is what one of their barrel rooms looks like, just in one small area of the barrel room. And that stack may go another 10 or so stacks high. So that's how they store it for years and years and years. But pretty interesting book. Talks about the different mash bills that they use in each of their different things, which is
Nice.
basically the percentage of how much corn versus, whatever other grains they're using. So
I am
Nice.
looking at
kind
that
of cool.
book right now online, and there is a Las Vegas distillery about 10 miles
Smoke
from
wagon.
my house.
I
Smoke
think.
wagon.
Let's see,
Could be.
I'm pretty sure Smoke Wagon is, that's
But
the one in Vegas.
That book that you were saying is the basis of a very good road trip.
Yeah. Do the
I would like to thank Keely for being a member
Bourbon Road.
of the channel. Thank you, Keely. Thank you for all your
Looking to
support.
see if they've got Smoke Wagon in here. Of course, it may not be under Smoke Wagon as the name of the distillery. That just may be the bottles that they put out. But Let's see. Brown Foreman is Old Forester. Let's see what they show for them.
That's a Mesquite. Oh, Mesquite Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's yeah. Let's see.
They don't have pictures of their barrels at Brown Foreman.
So Sean sent you that.
Old Forester. Yeah. Yes, he did.
Sean
Along
sent,
with about 12 other books.
Oh yeah, he sent me so much stuff. He's such a good guy. This is what he sent me. It's much more useful than that. It's the potty hockey set.
Yeah.
Which is extremely useful. You never get out of the bathroom now with this.
So Smoke Wagon is made by Nevada H&C Distilling Company, and that's right off Fremont Street. So, heads up. I was curious.
And Smoke Wagon's one of my favorites. Yeah, I've got the hockey for the bathroom as well from Sean.
Potty
it's
hockey.
Actually...
It looks like he's wearing a Bruins jacket. Oh, you've got that. This,
oh, yeah.
Got the steak.
I've got it all put together. Ready to go.
Yeah.
So what do you play?
Sometimes I just play out here.
Just play out here, yeah. You should play in the desk in front of you.
I'm on a cement floor.
Yeah, that's true. How cold is it today?
It actually wasn't too bad today. I think it was 50 something.
Right. Yeah.
Right now it's 43.
Okay.
How about you?
Me? We've had the most weird weather here. I was out in a t-shirt and shorts yesterday and the day before. It was so warm here. It was like 18 centigrade. And today it wasn't quite as warm. It was maybe down to about 12. So we're getting this kind of weird bubble in February where it's gone from super cold and snow to there's no snow. It's all melted. So really warm. But, there's going to be a blowback. It's going to come back again. But it was weird.
74 in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, we were actually up 18 centigrade is, I don't know, it was high 60s or whatever. But maybe it was weird. I was walking
How'd
around
you
in my
do
shorts.
when it was like negative 10 a couple of weeks ago?
We had, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but we've had like minus 20, minus 25, minus 30 a couple of times. But cold enough it's colder than a witch's tits, as we say. So anyway.
Well, let's kick off the video portion with, I'll just do a string of the Stadium Series game, which ended up being the best Stadium Series game that the NHL has put on ever, I believe. You kind of just had everything in this game. But we'll start with, this is the Bruins arriving at the stadium.
Oh, God, that was good.
Yeah, so they showed up as Patriots.
That's awesome.
They've even got the drummers going. And then the horns.
Superb.
So that was pretty cool. They did talk with them about it. So we've got
whose idea was these outfits?
I think it was a lot of guys. The idea behind it was kind of bring something Bostonian. I think with the tie to Boston, and obviously Boston known as the really historical city in the United States. And so we decided to dress up as the Patriots from 17th, 16th centuries. Obviously give the respect to the founded father of the America, and also it's good ties to our football team, you know what I mean? So we're at the football stadium, so that played out pretty well.
So just to point out something there, Zadorov was born in Moscow, and he's paying more respect to our founding fathers than most people on the left do.
Indeed.
So just pointing that out.
So you're saying he's a good immigrant?
Yeah, at least card holder. So we had quite a few things happen in this game. So I guess we'll start with the big leadoff, the goalie fight.
Out across
took place.
center ice. Swayman and Vasilevsky may go. Swayman tells Vasilevsky, take your mask off, and he obliges. This is crazy. Oh.
It doesn't look like much, but Vasilevsky did land 3 pretty good ones.
And that's why when it was first shown to me, when you and your Muslim uncle said, "Oh, you look at this," and I was watching it on my phone, I thought that didn't look like much, and the referee was in the way as well. So I thought, well, that was nothing. But
he landed 3 pretty good shots.
Yeah.
Never
watch things on your phone. Never watch stuff on your phone.
Not fights, at least. Yeah. This was Zadorov's take immediately afterwards.
Yeah, what's the ruling?
It stays 5-on-4.
But the goalies can stay in?
Huh?
Discrimination.
It's all good. Why discrimination?
Well,
we're good.
When I fight, I have to sit in the goal box.
Let's move on, okay?
I agree with him. They should be.
Why did the goalies not have to go to the box? I find it hilarious that Zadorov is apparently just now learning that goalies don't go sit in the penalty box even if they fight.
Well, then again, he knows he's mic'd up, so he's just having some fun. He probably knows that.
Right. But then we've also got, this is what happened in overtime after a very back and forth. It wasn't all that back and forth. It was an actual pretty huge comeback that had happened during this game, which is kind of why it was so interesting. Normally, I wouldn't care about watching either of the teams all that much, but this is in overtime. Pasta is following Mosier. Pasta ends up with the puck.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-1.
And 2-on-1. The goal. They think they've won the game. The whistle had been blowing the whole time, but they couldn't hear it.
Oh, they couldn't hear it.
Because if you watch right here at the beginning, Pasta slashes and they call the penalty right there.
Okay.
When he puts his stick on the glove. If you listen carefully,
I can hear it now.
It's back there. You could hear it back there.
Yeah,
they just couldn't hear it on the ice. So although everybody acted like there was major controversy for a few minutes, it was always a dead play. So
yeah, tough.
But it was a great stadium series.
Yeah,
I
just
rarely
saw some
say
highlights.
that.
They went for it, both teams. That's good. Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Talking of stadium series, the Stars will be playing the Golden Knights.
Yes.
Not Colorado, which surprised me.
Genius move by the NHL.
Because they love the Golden Knights.
And then they've got us playing freaking Utah. Now,
Maybe
I don't know why you wouldn't have Utah and the Golden Knights playing and then us and Dallas playing. That seems to be the
I don't know.
More equal rivalry if you were going to do it like that.
Well, the Avs and Stars would have made perfect sense, and that would have been an absolute banger. But
yeah, especially with the Rantanen storyline, because
Yeah,
it'll still not be that far removed next year. So, yeah.
Still, that was
So
a
the
good
Stadium
game,
Series was pretty good.
Good game, yeah. They're not all like that.
They're rarely like that.
Did somebody mention Rantanen?
No, nobody talks about him.
Yes, they did. I'm pretty sure I heard Rantanen's name somewhere. I don't know where. Which means I have to play this absolute banger of a goal. Just because.
Against the lowly Winnipeg Jets.
Leaves for Rantanen. Rantanen to the inside. Nice move. Backhand. He scored. Oh,
I did get out of my seat here in the basement when that went in.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed it wasn't the game-winning goal because we allowed them to get back in the game, and then we had another one of these last-minute winners.
This is a backhand sauce.
No, it was an overtime winner.
Nice play.
Always nice to beat the Jets.
To basically trap it.
That's a nice
Everybody's beating them this year.
From Rantanen
Yeah.
as he flat.
That's a pretty damn good goal, I think.
I think Hellebuck might actually be broken at this point.
It could be broken, but he's going to be playing in the Olympics. So,
Well, he still deserves to be there more than Bennington.
yeah. So here's one that didn't go in. This is the Wild And a crazy series of bounces here. If it had gone in, it would still have been crazy.
And you're right, the referee was right there.
Off the post, off the helmet, skims the bar and goes over the top. Just could have fallen back and didn't.
And you're right, the referee was right there.
Pretty crazy.
I mean, how close is that?
Oh, that's something. That's a bounce.
Even if it had fallen back onto the ice, it might have gone in. But if it had gone in eventually, it would still have been a crazy, crazy goal. It just so happens it didn't go in.
Yeah. Deeple, based on where Columbus is and in the standings, I would say they've probably beaten the Jets this season.
Oh, yeah. Jets have just disintegrated. It's a real shame.
They're going to be making some trades here real soon.
Well, don't take Luke Shen. He's crap. Nobody take Shen. He's garbage. You got stripped. You got absolutely undressed by Rantanen there.
True. I don't know who they're going to actually put on the block, but they'll definitely be sellers this year.
Hellebuck. We'll swap. I'll do a straight swap. Ottinger for Hellebuck.
I bet you would.
I would. Yeah.
So here's something you don't often see. This is 3 penalties happening.
Oh, yeah, this one.
All on one play.
This is crazy. All unrelated as well. There's nothing to
There's
tie
a
the
trip.
feet. Yeah.
There's a cross check to the back.
Yeah, and then the third one is even better.
And then Rempe decides to line somebody up into the boards.
Yeah. 3 penalties.
So all 3 are called minors. And then, of course, there was a pile up afterwards. So after the Rempe thing.
I mean, they were all in one. There's one sequence, just one sequence of play. 3 penalties. I guess once the first one was called, it was just like, fuck it, let's just, let's have another one. So what happened? I mean, I didn't see what happened after, though. Was there...
It's just Rempe got dogpiled. I don't know.
But
I don't know what they actually ended up calling or how many went to the box, but
because you
it was pretty crazy.
You can't have a 5-1-2, can you? Maybe
No,
you can. I don't know.
Nope. I think you just have consecutive penalties if you've got a situation like that. So it's almost like a double minor type situation instead of taking off yet another person. So that it happens, but you don't see it very often where a team has 3 penalties called on them before the whistle can blow.
Indeed, that's. I'm not sure I've ever really seen that. Although I guess if you got a wild brawl, you're going to get 3 penalties. But that's kind of the same.
That usually takes place after the whistle, though.
Yeah.
Not during the actual play. The
actual play, yeah. I'm going to have to go and look and see what happened. They must have been consecutive penalties. Not they can't have a 5-on-2. So speaking of goalie fights, though, we did have a Bobrovsky goalie fight.
You're not presenting yet.
Oh, right, sorry.
You grabbed mine instead of yours.
There we go. Add to scene. That's what she said. This was against the Sharks. If your Muslim uncle's here, this is Bobrovsky got.
He is.
He was here earlier. So a plethora of goalie fights, really. The crowd go wild.
It's a little bit of a bitch move to not take off your mask if you're planning on fighting.
It was, but then he is a Panther. I'll take Nedeljkovic as the winner there then. You see how young the Sharks bench looks? They all look like they're 12. That was fun though. But yeah, he didn't take his helmet off. What the hell?
Yeah, he
What's that
pulled
saying?
the other guys off and left his on.
Yeah. I
What's
think
that
he
saying, Matt?
realised, because he did let the Sharks guy pull his helmet off eventually, but... Sorry, Michael.
You're talking about like young people on the bench. I mean,
Yeah.
is it like 20-year-olds nowadays
Well,
look nothing like 20-year-olds 30 years ago?
well, it's true, but the
40 years ago.
Sharks players are all so young, such young draft picks, they all look like they're about 14.
Yeah, they've been so bad that they've got high draft picks that are actually already playing, like Celebrini.
Oh, boy.
Well,
were-
since we were talking about the Panthers and their bad sportsmanship, this is a compilation of all the things that have happened this season that have been pretty dirty hits, that there has only been one suspension and one fine handed to the Panthers this year.
Yep.
God damn it, Bettman.
And we can't play the music.
No. Oh, my God.
Do they just not give a shit?
They clearly have been given a signal that they can get away with anything. So,
Right. Oh my God.
well, as he said, one fine, one suspension out of all this.
The Charlestown Panthers.
It's pretty bad when you look at it. Oh, yeah, that was a bad one.
Oh,
That was
man.
a bad one.
That's horrible. It's a fucking disgrace.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
That reminds me of how that one guy, that kid,
Yeah.
got
That was for
paralyzed.
Hagee. He learned quick, huh?
It's like Slapshot. You people are a fucking disgrace, as you were saying.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's bad, eh?
Little bit rough this year.
Is there an inverse team right now where they're just getting called and suspended for everything?
Not really.
Or are they just letting everybody go?
Not that I can think of. I just don't think anybody else is really doing it like that. I mean, the team that's getting called for it would probably be the Stars, because Rantanen got in trouble early, and he had like 3 straight weeks that we had to talk about dirty plays by him, or at least perceived dirty plays by him.
He's pretty reckless. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
reckless. Yeah. There was
That was-
something.
Florida
There's
Panthers.
something I wanted to show about that. Oh, this is it. Right. So this is funny. This is somebody. Oh no, I lost it.
I don't know, but you know your Twitter feed is live on screen, right?
Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing.
Okay.
Oh, this is it. Right. Sorry, it's easier just for me to. So I'll expand it. So some wag was commenting on this. Breaking: Nikita Kucherov has been suspended 1 game for standing still in Matthew Tkachuk's way without permission, as per
Yeah.
NHL player safety. So people thought it was real because they're so used to the Panthers getting away with the shit.
Way back behind, and there's only one reason he took the route he did, and that was to run into.
What a shit disturber.
Here come the penalties with Garrett Gray.
But yeah, he got
This is
suspended.
after the Panthers coach is quoted as saying, "We never hit anybody who doesn't have the puck.
I know, and he didn't
We
even
play clean."
he skated right to him. So really dangerous play from Kucherov there. Nothing to see here. Move along.
Yep.
Yeah,
Department of Panthers Safety.
that's right. The comments are just gold in this thread. How did no? Wait a minute. And the refs missed the 2-minute embellishment penalty.
I mean,
It's
for all
funny.
their bullshit, I like their visit to the White House.
Well,
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Oh, we did have a very ugly Panthers one. I think it was just this week with Tampa Bay. So typically when you have a fight in the NHL, when you
this
go
one,
to the
yeah.
ice, you're done. That's the end of the fight. You don't continue fighting. Well, apparently nobody's told that to the Panthers.
But he's down. Yeah.
They have to be separated.
It's not MMA.
There'll be a whole lot of game misconducts coming out of this. Garrett Rank
Total madness, yeah.
He's on his own.
Yeah.
I
So
had that one, yeah.
that's that's
crazy.
the kind of stuff we're seeing out of the Panthers this year.
Nothing seems to stop
And
it.
your Muslim uncle's right. I mean, if they're going to let them get away with it, they're going to do it because
They're gonna
that's
do it.
more how the playoffs play. But it's the regular season, and they're actually hurting people.
Yeah.
And they're not even in a playoff spot, not anywhere near one at the moment.
No, they're in serious danger of missing out. Serious danger. Yeah, crazy. That game was the Battle of Florida. They were calling it, and it's not the first time this season they've gone at each other.
Well, they've played like 7 times already.
I know.
Because they play regular season, but then they had like 2 or 3 different preseason games against each other that all went ugly as well.
Yeah. The preseason one was hilarious. This is just about everybody was in the penalty
Everybody
box.
was in the box. Yeah.
But they had the longest. This is hang on. I'll go back to full screen. This is the. Oops. This was the penalty announcement. Maybe the longest announcement of penalties you'll ever see in your life. The ref needed a full written list.
Florida penalty, number 77 and number 19. Both guys have 2 minutes for interference. Number 23, number 9, and number 6 have a 10-minute misconduct. And Florida, number 42, has a 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct for the secondary altercation. And number 19 has 5 minutes for fighting and a game misconduct. Sorry, no game misconduct to number 19.
Oh, he's
Tampa penalties, number 90, 5 in a game for fighting. Number 38 has 5 minutes for fighting. And number 86, 37, and 59 have a 10-minute misconduct.
There's nobody left on the ice.
Tampa Bay will have a 2-minute power plays.
That was like a Christmas list.
So the 2 guys that got the 5 for fighting and the game, that's for starting a second fight after the first one. What would have been interesting in the Stadium Series is if a fight had already broken out before those goalies got to each other, because they like sprinted across the ice to fight.
Oh yeah.
But what happens if your goalies start the second fight? Because that would technically mean they get a 5-minute and a suspension, automatic suspension.
And
so you'd be playing your backup goalies.
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
It would.
Just to show what happens with some other teams that do get like crazy penalties for things. You know, the Panthers get away with a lot, and then we've got this one is Klapka gets a 10-minute misconduct for this play right here from the bench. So Tom Wilson's next to the bench.
Yeah, I remember
and
this.
Klapka taps him on the shoulder with his stick.
Wilson wipes his face. Yeah.
And Klapka gets a 10-minute misconduct.
Yeah, he was chancing it there. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, instead of tapping him, he should have just stabbed him in the back and made it worthwhile.
Yeah, give him the full-on spear if you're going to take a 10-minute misconduct, right?
Yeah. Crazy things happen on the bench. You know, shit does happen. Like this one. This is, don't forget, guys, you're always on TV.
The Olympics, Jack Eichel. Here he is. Not too worried about Jack. He's fine. Not about to Canada at the Olympics, Jack.
I'd be just as worried about the skate being all the way up there, sliding straight at your players.
That's right. Somebody's got that coming right at them. Yeah. And then there was goalies have had a strange time of it because even their own getting into fights with other goalies. Even their own players are hitting them.
In and he can read that Aspero's going to slide that puck
Swayman
through his
sitting
partner. He just goes right through on McAvoy, and McAvoy had a little pain management on the Bruin bench.
Yeah, hits him to it. Hits him.
So McAvoy for the
Swayman, I hate you.
I guess.
All right, gents, I gotta go.
All right, mate. Well,
All right,
thanks for
Knight.
being here. Yes, be
Got
good.
anything you want to promote?
No, I'm just, really nothing, man. Just kind of coasting, going from show to show, kind of taking a break from politics, a long break, and just focusing on fitness and health. Seems like I'm
Nice.
veering that way with all my
Cool.
stuff. So
Good, mate. Good. Yeah. Well, I'll see
Alright.
you.
yeah, I'll
Or
see you on Monday.
maybe see you Monday if you're joining
Yeah.
my show.
What's going on Monday? 13th floor.
13th floor. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Take care,
Take
mate.
it easy.
Have a
Bye.
good one.
Yeah. So you're not
Here's-
safe even from your own team.
Yeah. Here's goalies behaving badly.
Oh,
Stole ours. Let me get
Yeah.
the sound in on this one.
That one strong, but nicely defended net front. And there's one, there's two. I mean,
oh,
there are 3 or 4.
oh
There's
yeah.
a-
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
that's 3 penalties easily.
You didn't call any of them. That's another trip there.
That's a Billy's.
Well, they are playing the Panther. Oh, that's a beauty.
Okay. Did you see a roughing on 71?
This was Ottawa they were playing. Yeah, that's a beauty. Nothing
Yep.
called, I'm assuming.
No, they called something, but I mean,
Yeah.
they could have called about 5 things.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like the last one particularly.
Yeah, just the full-on
Body
shoulder
slam.
into the chest body slam.
Yeah, that was funny. I'm just deleting a few things I don't need now. So this is I've got quite a
You
few
should
goalie
you should show
things.
the worst call of the year.
Let's see. Have I got that one? This is the oh yeah, look, oh god, yes, I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to just give me a second because I think I may have accidentally deleted it.
No, I've got it if you don't have
You
it.
got it. This is definitely, we talk about refs a lot and they've been terrible this year. This was, you got it
This
there?
was the worst call.
Absolute
this whole year.
stone cold worst call you will not see.
Aaron Perlat made the call, and Lane Hudson's like, it can't be on me. And the crowd reacts.
It's a call for interference on Hudson.
He literally
Yeah.
doesn't get within
Because whoever the 17 is goes over there.
stick, not a skate, not
17
anything.
trips on his own feet,
Yeah.
never touches anybody, falls,
He didn't get within the 5-foot ball.
And it's like, the guy's got
you
his
call it
arm
on
up.
Hudson for interference.
That's right. It's like, what? He's like 5-6 feet away from the guy, more.
And you can't
Can't be-
challenge that.
Can't challenge it, and it can't be called back. Well, it could be called back, I guess, if the
If the refs had actually gathered together and somebody said,
together,
yeah,
yeah.
nothing happened.
I mean, they wonder why people get pissed at them. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But I mean, you can't have can't have coaches challenges for everything. But surely these people watching in Toronto should say in the guy's ear, "You got to kill that back. That's ridiculous." He didn't do
You would
anything.
think so, but what's the point of having the refs then at that point?
Yeah, that's true.
You would just
Well,
have Toronto running every game.
That's a good point. Though. What is the point?
The last thing we want is Toronto being in
That's
charge.
true.
We've seen what they've done with goaltender interference.
So this was just, it's not so much that, I don't know if I can get it to pause. There we go. This one isn't so much that it was a weird final goal or anything, but there was the goalie situation here was Caps trying to try Logan
Thompson was injured.
was injured, so he wasn't dressed. The goalie that was playing for the Caps, Charlie Lindgren, got injured at the end of overtime, stayed in for the shootout, and won the game.
and then had to be carried off the
If he
ice.
scores the last, the Capitals win.
So I guess because nobody was dressed, there was nobody on the bench, no
McDowell is the
backup.
hero.
He just had to stay.
The first goal.
Well, you'd have to have the
And
E-Bug
the
come
final
in for the
goal.
Yeah.
shootout.
And
the
how long would that
Capitals
take?
escape
Yeah.
with 2 points.
So they
While the
go
Red
and
Wings
carry him
steal
off.
one late. Records always feel better with the W next
Kind of
to
a
it,
weird
but
one.
Still a big night for Patrick Kane, but look
He
at
was getting
Lindgren
carried
being
off,
helped
yeah.
out there. What an effort.
Wow.
And he actually
Washington, look at that right there.
Wow.
saved
off the
one
ice.
of them.
Is Charlie Lindgren.
Yeah.
Of course, John Carlson, who wears the A.
Nice.
He
Good for
saved
him.
the third shot, which is
Yeah.
the reason that they were able to win it.
Yeah. Talking of saves, this was if WG was here, I think it's his boys. Let me just pause that. There we go. This is a hell of a stop. It's goalie week on the show here.
Trade places. Darlene, that puck left too far in front of him. Sabres recover. Thompson with room. 2-on-0. Touch pass. Thompson.
So they think it's a goal. The actual goal thing flashes up, and
Did Bussy get this?
Saved it.
he saved it.
What a save.
That's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Everybody thought it was in. No, he's got it in the glove. Well done for him.
Yeah, he should be beat right there after
Oh
at
yeah,
that.
he should have been. Did have another save, which was Tristan Jarry. Might as well play these because we
Lost his skate blade.
lost the skate blade. As somebody said, if that was Skinner, he would, and had both skate blades, he still wouldn't have saved it.
Something under it. And
So
right
he's lost his
now,
skate blade.
There's his blade to the right on the post. He gets up.
No. He gets it.
It hit Jari.
The body block.
If the guy had been able to elevate, of course, but you know. But yeah, somebody said Skinner would have let that in with both blades. So good one. Good for the goalies.
I've got another penalty that might be a first that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Go
for it.
Bench minor to Dan Highnote, former Avs player, for doing what? The puck is going out over the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
All right.
Dan Highnote jumps up and hits it.
No. Let's see.
So
this angle.
I'm
got it. Yeah, you got
I'm confused by this, and I'll need anybody that knows the rules out there a little bit better. So even if the puck was going over the glass, once it goes into the bench, it's a dead puck anyway.
It's dead puck, yeah.
So even though there's the rule about, playing it over the glass from your defensive zone, that's an automatic delay of game. But if it goes into the bench, that is not typically considered a delay of game. That's just the puck's out of play.
Yep.
So what does it matter that he touched the puck?
It doesn't.
Because it wasn't going to be back onto the ice. It was going to either go over the glass or, hit the glass and fall down. So I just found the whole situation kind of weird. But yeah, bench minor for Dan Highnote reaching up and touching the puck on the bench.
And not only that, he could justifiably say, I was trying to prevent the puck from going over the glass behind us to hurt somebody.
That's what he actually said is, yeah, we've got some big spenders back there. I didn't want the puck to hit him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting one.
Crazy.
The funny thing was, he knows he's in trouble right after he does it, and you can just see Dan Highnote has veneers that radioactively shine. They're gigantic veneers. Let's see if it actually shows him smile afterwards, because you.
Let's see.
Look at those veneers.
Yeah. He's trying to blind. He just strategically displays them at various times to blind the other team.
Oh, that wasn't full screen, so they couldn't see the veneers. Let me rewind it to show you the veneers real quick.
He's very proud of those. Oh, yeah, look at that. You could look at the glow, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think
when he does interviews, his teeth are all you can pay attention to. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it certainly is. Well, it's Zach's issue. Why did I have that?
Hey, Andy.
Let's see. I don't have a lot
Andy
left,
says
actually.
the package should be there Monday.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Obviously, you'll have a better idea what happened. Andy's sent me something, and I've joined the ranks of those who've been honoured to get figure from him. But it went from his house to someplace in New York and then went back to his house again. So I don't know. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, I need to get mine done. He asked me for measurements like 2.5 years ago, I think it's been now.
All right, yeah. Well, better give them the measurements now before they get any bigger.
Yeah.
So let's.
They've gotten bigger.
But yeah,
but now, that was before the smoking jacket and everything. So now he's got plenty that he can use for accessories on mine.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you, Andy. Thanks, mate. I'm honoured. I'm really looking forward to it. So this, I've only got a couple of things left.
TZ says it's a rule. Players on the bench are not allowed to touch or retrieve the puck from the stands or out of play areas.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Fuck the rules. So this, we've had a few clips this year of shootout disasters. There was a Rantanen one. There was a Crosby one, I think it was, or Malkin, one or the other. This is Bedard's turn.
Chicago trying to match the Zuccarello goal. Bedard in. They never really got a shot away as Fleury poke checks it away. Chicago.
Yeah.
Trying to match
Sorry, Connor. That one just didn't quite work. He got tripped right up there. That's funny. But look at this one. I don't know what league this is. It's some barn somewhere in Canada. But this guy is unreal. This is well worth watching. I know it's a little difficult. It's in shorts format, but this guy's moves are sweet. This is how you do a shootout. Fake the shot and bang. Nice.
It's a nice move, but is it actually legal?
As long as the puck's still moving forward. No, then again, if he misses it completely.
I thought you had to, yeah.
Unless the rule is different in the juniors and
could be in the juniors and minors.
Some barn in Canada somewhere. Yeah, let's see if he touches it at all. Go back.
And he just lets the puck slide, and he makes a shooting motion and doesn't make contact with the puck. It doesn't. I mean, yes, it's a fake shot, but I don't think that's a legal move in the NHL, at least.
Right. So, some people are arguing about it underneath. Some people were saying that should not be legal. It's illegal. You get one shot in net, you miss the puck, intentional or not, you don't get it again. Then somebody underneath says fake shots are fully legal and commonly used in NHL shootouts. I don't think they are to that extent.
I don't know about commonly used.
You can go like this, but you can't move the stick in a shooting.
Well, we can't see what you're doing to demonstrate.
No.
When you said you could go like this, we can't see you because we're full screened.
Well, then you just need to look harder, don't you? Anyway, I thought it was pretty neat, but apparently whatever barn it's in, it stood. That was, one more funny one. This was Hot Mike and Pred's game. I think it's Pred's Sharks game. You can tell how quiet it is in this barn because you can hear every word.
You can hear everything.
Yeah. So
Night Deeple.
Night Deeple. Hang on, I'll put it right up.
Mascuze?
Let's start again.
Mascuze?
Make the fucking call.
A little bit accurate.
Everybody in the arena heard it.
It's funny. It's like the place is so quiet. I mean, it's Nashville, but I think that might be everything fun that I had.
I've got my two last clips are the fun ones. So do you have any other ones that you're wanting to show, or do we want to just end on these two?
No, we'll end on these two, I think. Yeah. Everything else is.
So this is former NFL quarterback Eli Manning taking his daughters to a Devils game, and he is mic'd up for the game. I don't know how well you can hear him, but it also has the captions.
a lot of hockey players in the playoffs, they don't shave. They grow their playoff beard. I know. So I started mine. How's it look? Are you growing a playoff beard?
That's what my daughter used to say to me when I look at me like that when I said things like that.
Jimmy! Go again! What? Oh, death stare. Yeah, give the ref the old death stare. I've seen the death stare before. The key is if the puck comes this way, you can't flinch. The goal of the game is if they shoot and the puck hits this, you can't flinch. Oh, watch out. Anyone shaky? You can't flinch.
Come on. Oh, he flinched.
The full-on flinch from Eli.
Oh! He's got the arms up. Yeah.
Oh, come on!
That's funny.
The weirdest noises when I watch a hockey game. I'm like,
He seems like a nice guy, though.
where is it?
Both Mannings, well, all three Mannings are pretty down to earth.
It's nice. That was funny.
But the funny part is him telling his daughters they
Don't
can't flinch. Then he immediately flinches.
Of course he did.
So that one's pretty funny. This one is more for the view and is actually kind of funny just hearing the different pronunciations. So this is a Swedish woman actually reading the lineup of the Swedish team and how their names would be pronounced.
He's doing it properly.
Ready? Jesper Bratt, Leo Karlsson, Joel Eriksson Ek, Filip Forsberg, Pontus Holmberg, Adrian Kempe.
I'm actually shocked to find out that Berg, the spelling of Berg, is pronounced Berry.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
In Swedish.
Gabriel Landeskog,
Landeskog.
Elias Lindholm, William Nylander, Elias Pettersson, Lukas Raymond, Mika Zibanejad, Rasmus Andersson, Filip Broberg, Jonas Brodin, Rasmus Dahlin, Oliver Ekman Larsson, Gustav Forsling, Viktor Hedman, Erik Karlsson, Filip Gustafsson, Jakob Markström, Jesper Wallstedt.
Wow. I'm shocked too.
I thought it was kind of interesting listening to how they would pronounce it. And that Berg becomes Berry.
Berry.
That one shocked me.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I mean,
but yeah, I don't know that I like the hockey puck gauges in her ears.
Well, that's funny because in Scotland, and it's sometimes spelled Burgh, borough, like a borough. We say it, muscle borough, berry, muscle. It's closer to that than, and sometimes that's same for BER. Places with BERG, we would say borough. So it's not berry, but it's not Berg either. So it's something. It's something in between the two. It's weird. Berry. I don't know. I mean,
outside of the hockey puck, she was actually pretty attractive. Yeah.
Why wasn't she?
Well, that and the tattoos going up to and onto her neck.
Yes, Satan's work.
Yeah,
tattoos. That's just my opinion, but yeah. So
we got the hockey medal odds. Huh?
So let's look at the sorry, I don't know what happens there. I didn't click it right. There you go. The odds for this is the men's, I'm assuming, from Hockey Stats, who have somehow computed the odds in their opinion of medaling. They've got Canada and the US tied at 18% for gold. Finland 18%, and Sweden 20%. Bronze. Sorry, for bronze. You're right. 35% is gold.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got Canada, then they've got US, then they got Sweden, then they got Finland. Apparently, Italy are 0.1% chance of getting a medal. Yeah, fair enough. It says odds are computed by simulating the entire tournament using the hockeystats.com model, whichever that is. NHL player impact is projected via standard method, etc., etc. So they've got a method of doing it. And that's
How many times do they simulate it? And you just do one simulation with, I mean, because that's just saying, well, the stats say this team's going to win.
Shortly after game's end, we stimulate the entire regular season, applying Monte Carlo simulation to NHL games. I'm not a simulation guy, so I don't know what that is. I've heard it mentioned before.
Like you would think that you would plug it in and then you would say, we ran the game back 100 times or ran the tournament back 100 times. And okay, so
thousands. It says thousands of times.
Thousands of times. Okay.
And it gives you a whole ton of stats that they combine into the model. So without looking at that too deeply tonight, and I might take a look at it again because it might be interesting to look at it from an NHL perspective sometimes. But they've got Canada, US, Sweden, and Finland as the top four. What do you think?
The four nations.
The four nations that are, the four top nations in this and in everything, apart from Russia.
I think Canada better be on their knees praying that Bennington doesn't have to be used.
Yes, and he probably
if they have any injuries. Honestly, I don't even really care about the Olympic hockey. I just don't want to see any of my players hurt.
Yeah,
that's really the only thing I'm thinking about going into the Olympic break. And after having quite a few players, or not players from the hockey teams, but quite a few of our athletes, going to another country and crapping all over the U.S. because of their stuff with ice right now, I really don't care to watch most of them. If I have anybody that actually stands up and says, yeah, I'm proud to be representing the U.S., I might put my eyes on whatever they're doing. But
well, of course, around here,
the Olympics right now for me, with the way certain athletes are, I don't really care.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Around here, the thing is, though, as usual in Canada, is we have to beat the Americans, and it's always been like that. It's not even just now. They measure themselves by that as opposed to anything else. So,
well, it used to be the Russians, but they won't let them even into the Olympics.
No,
so,
indeed, which kind of makes it rigged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for Finland, so go Finns.
If I was going to root for somebody outside of the U.S., I'd root for Sweden because I'd like to see Landeskog get it.
Yeah. So let's hope we get a Sweden-Finland final then for the gold. Great. Well, it's interesting to see that, though, and I'm keen to look at that a little bit more for NHL purposes. So let me make that smaller. Yep. Right. Well, that was groovy. What you got coming up? Obviously, the bullpen tomorrow. So, you're on Zach's after this, and we'll be redirecting, of course.
Yep, it's redirecting the Zach's. I'll be on his show in probably 10 minutes. I'll take a little bit of a break and maybe hit the pisser.
Well, try to hit it. Don't miss it.
Yeah, so I'll be over there for the rest of the evening, and then the bullpen tomorrow night. We'll be talking some politics, maybe even talking some conservative influencer stuff like Elijah Schaefer. We'll see. I don't know how much I want to get into it, but it's also something that's frankly been known for quite a while. So the fact that it's coming out and people are shocked by it is kind of crazy. But
what, that he's gay?
Well, we knew that.
We knew that, yeah.
We didn't know that he was sleeping with a number of conservative influencer women.
Oh,
as
right.
Well as his wife, and then of course he's got kids too.
So he's omnivorous then.
Apparently.
Jeez. But is it all about what's going on in people's pants these days? I mean, can people not just keep their pants on?
Well, if you're going to be doing something wrong, you should probably not let Milo Yiannopoulos know that
No, definitely
know
not.
anything about you. So, because he's perfectly willing to spill the tea.
Of course. He spilled a few things, I'm sure, but yeah, that's.
Yep.
Well, you should never put. I don't pay any credence to any of these people, so it's fine by me. But yeah, bullpen is always fun, everybody. So go and listen into that. I guess who's on tomorrow? Just you and Chad?
Should just be me, Chad, Comics, and
Comics.
Mad should be there tomorrow, I think.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Maybe nothing. Maybe sleeping. But I will be on Monday doing one of my science fiction classic streams, and we'll be talking about The 13th Floor.
Nice
movie, and that will be fun. I'm looking forward to that, especially as we compare it to other movies, as we were talking about the other day. So, so that's Monday.
And I got a new game that you might want to check out.
It's not the Shoresy game, is it?
It's a hockey game. It's not the Shoresy game, although I'm still considering getting that.
I'm considering that
trying
too.
To find it. This one is right now currently in demo status, and it is a roguelike hockey game. So you get, after each match, you get to select a power-up.
Oh.
And then you get to take that power-up and make the strongest build you can of a hockey team as you go into boss teams and stuff.
Nice.
But it's called Tape to Tape.
Tape to Tape.
It's actually pretty good hockey. Yeah.
Tape to Tape. Hang on. Write that down.
It's on demo mode, but it's like $9 to $11 somewhere around there.
Right.
But it's one of the better control. It's like NBA Jam style hockey, but with 5-on-5. I mean, it's you check and people go flying, that kind of thing.
Because I'm notoriously bad at
power ups you can get, and there's no like offside rule or anything like that. So, but you can have members of your team injured, and then you have to bring in unpowered, guys late in the game, unless you've been balancing it through the whole thing. So,
sounds good.
It's fun.
I'm notoriously bad at sports games, but I'll give it a try. I'm like,
well, I don't think they've got a multiplayer
yet.
What
the fuck am I doing here? How do you control that guy? How do you...
This one's like 2 buttons. There's pass and there's shoot, and then it's also one for checking.
I'll still muck it up.
Yeah.
And I believe, speaking of the Shoresy,
Nintendo, just a couple buttons to actually press.
Is it? It's not on Steam then.
It is.
Oh, it is. Right, I'll get it on
it's
Steam.
like old school Nintendo, only needing like 2 buttons.
That suits me. But yeah, the Shoresy game I was looking at, but Shoresy, I did finish Shoresy season 5, and it was good. And I think
it was good.
Yeah, I think. See,
it got picked up for 6.
Yeah, that's what.
Although it could have ended there and been done.
It could have ended absolutely there, but I think I could see where they could take some of the other storylines. But I think my favorite part of the whole season was that 90% of it's set in a strip club, so that suited me.
Right. The bar that is half strip club.
There's some incredible asses in that strip club. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend. Rest of your weekend. We'll see you when we come back from the break. Probably be the break and then a week after before we do a show, I guess.
Yep. Pop Zach's pop us likes, and then pop Zach's like when you get over there, and even if you're not sticking around.
Alrighty.
Sure, you appreciate it.
Cheers, guys.
Catch you later.
Later. Bye.